What is going on, guys? Joey Franzo here with Flex Training Systems. It's been a little while, but hopefully I can leave you guys with some keys in this video to take with you onto your powerlifting, training, bodybuilding, whatever adventure in life, whatever it is that you're about to go do after this. I'm going to be talking about training specifically, but I just wanted to say that we have Raw Nationals coming up. Some of you guys already picked up the baseball tees. This weekend, I believe by this weekend, possibly tomorrow, the rest of the apparel is going to be updated. The inventory, the shop, all that's going to be filled back up. So for those of you that have been listening to me for a while, those of you on the team, anyone at all, if you are interested, I will leave that. If you follow me on Instagram, I'll definitely put everything up there. It's not up right this second at the time that I'm filming this video. The site is down for maintenance because Tina is updating the inventory. But when it does go up, I will let you guys know. We're also getting new competition tees, collaborating with A7 again, and those are gonna look super dope. I really like the new material. It's more of a meet day shirt. The material is like it's gonna make you look jacked. You know what I mean? It's athletic fit, and look, it works really well under a singlet. So, that being said, topic of today's video. I don't really know what the topic is going to be. I just know that we're going to talk about training, and we're going to talk about how what you feel in training, how you should feel, some of the obstacles you might run into in training, and I'm going to use a couple different examples. And there's a couple things that happened recently that kind of gave me this idea to make this video. So, the other night, it was late. It was like probably I don't even know. It was like 1 or 2 a.m. for me. I think it was like 1 a.m. for me. If you guys know, I have a really weird sleep schedule. I mean, now it's been a little bit more normalized since coming back from Colorado, but I had been a very busy day. I'd worked all day. I went to go train. I ate, came home, took a shower, and then jumped on Fortnite. I've been, season 4 was my first season. I'm getting close to 100 wins. So, and my time investment's been minimal. So I feel like I'm doing alright. But it's a great way to kind of just interact with different people, and just run squads with a bunch of guys and just hang out. And I'm not gonna drop his name because I don't want any. I mean, he'll know who he is, but basically, a young lifter that works with Sean. We play together, and he was describing to me how when he would train in the past, just some of the shit that he would go through, just some of the obstacles he would go through. Feeling. He would describe to me how he was on a percentage based program, and he would train and just run himself into the ground and feel destroyed or feel super beat and go into every session with these prescribed numbers, and he was just feeling like RPE 10 every time, and the day before the next session he would think about the number and just be like, oh, like I gotta hit this number, and really just in his head about numbers, and on the verge of pretty much injury like every session because you're always pushing these percentages, and I thought to myself, that's not right. Like, this is so not right. And I don't know where this idea that powerlifting needs to be hard. You need to, snap your tendons and get hurt and get injured and tear muscles. And it's like, no, man. Like, powerlifting, for me, like, I feel great. I feel strong. I feel like nothing hurts me. Like, I feel good to go. Like, life is easy when your body is that strong. You know what I mean? I don't understand where this idea that it needs to be hard, you need to force things. Like, never the word force, 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 and like, the end it like a set. Like, you should never be forcing yourself to do like a number. You have there, I wouldn't say forcing yourself to come into the gym and train when you're not feeling it. You're not really forcing it. It's something that you want. It's something that you desire because you have discipline. You have internal motivation. This is going to lead into a post that Russ made in his story that I thought was great, because there's a lot of people out there that they don't take powerlifting as seriously as I do, or as he does, or as a lot of the guys that I work with do. Taking powerlifting seriously doesn't mean, you need to be miserable. Like, if anything, it should be what you want, and it should be improving your quality of life. It should be making you stronger. You should be more resistant to injuries. Your bone density, like, for that alone, literally your bone density, I guarantee you guys, if you've been powerlifting for a couple years, go get a DEXA scan. They're going to be like, what the fuck? Your bones are, like, super hard. You know? You're not going to break bones. You're just going to become a stronger person overall, physically, mentally, and, it's something that I think should be done very safe. So coming into a session feeling beat to hell, like just sore, like, it can happen from time to time, but usually when it happens, I'll use Sean as an example. Sean went in, he did a top set. It's supposed to be a top set of 5. He only got 4 because he said that something with indigestion, I don't know, his stomach was bothering him, so he did another set of 4. He had never. That is 8 reps on squat with 585. He's never done that in his entire life. That is a crazy shock to the body. He's going to be beat to hell. He's going to be beat from that. Like, maybe muscularly he could, put up a good amount of volume, but like just like stress on connective tissue, that is a shit ton of work, right? Deadlift rolls around and he feels beat coming in. That second set of 585 was not planned. He just did it because he wanted to make up for missing the first one. It's all good, though. You just got to dial it back that day. That's one of the great things about RPE. You have to just, it'll allow you to kind of normalize things so that you don't get hurt, so that you don't have, you shouldn't consistently feel like you're on the verge of injury every single time, especially if you train with RPE. That's why it's so important to just kind of disconnect what you want versus what you have. A great example of that would be, when I go into nationals to compete, I'm handling the team, and I'm beat to shit. I'm tired. I've been working literally 5 days leading up to it, 4 days or whatever long nationals is. I'm roasted. I woke up this last nationals and I was like, I literally can't believe I'm about to compete right now. My body is ruined. I'm wrecked. But so I literally have to, like, if I try to be greedy or go for any number, I'm gonna screw up. And for my first 8 lifts of the day, I just took what I had, conservatively, just to make sure that I got into the Arnold. Boom. Okay, we guaranteed the Arnold with 8 lifts. On my final deadlift, I did go for a number that I wanted because it would have given me a PR total, PR deadlift. I got the lift, but it was 2-1 because soft knees from the front, which made no sense, but whatever. Roll with the punches, didn't even get mad, just accept what it is and move on and try to make it cleaner, make it undeniable. I could have easily gone into that meet saying, I want to squat 700, I want to bench 470, and I want to deadlift 650 or whatever. And then just totally get caught up in that thought process and just screw myself. But I didn't. I just took what I had. I understood the reality of the situation. And that's what I do every training session. Every time I go into the gym, this last 2 days ago, I hit 585 on squat for 8. I didn't know I was going to do that. I just knew I was going to do a top set of 8. And it was easy. I was just tired. I was like really gassed. I'm out of shape. I admit that to myself. So, it's all about just being real with yourself, understanding what you have for the day, taking what's there, seeing the big picture. I understand that telling people that is a lot. Like, it's a lot harder to just hear me say it and get it than to, like, go through it a couple times and then really get it. Which I want to go ahead and talk about a post that Russ made. He was basically he made a video, just being transparent, telling people how he felt beat, or he just felt like not motivated, is waiting for his numbers to come back and things like that. On my end, to give you guys a little insight, I knew that it would take a little while for us to transition onto the block that I wanted him on from Worlds. Part of the reason why I took my time doing that is because I need to make sure that his back has time to rest. I don't need him to. Literally with Russ, it's like if he doesn't strain his back, he's gonna fucking destroy an incredible total. There's no limit for him. But it's just everyone has like that one little thing that can keep them in any sport, basketball, football, soccer, whatever it is, there's going to be something that each top high level athlete, when you're pushing like to the very, very limit. Ashton Ruska could be his back. Jesse Norris, it could be his back. Especially in the smaller weight classes, like you're so lean and you're lifting all this weight. You screw up, you don't get tight for one set, you don't warm up right for one set, you get hurt. But basically, he was just, addressing, like he doesn't even have to do this, but he was addressing the comments, and he was saying, you guys don't understand. Like most people, they feel a little bit of adversity in training and they run away, or they change something, or they adjust their grip, or they adjust their stance, or they change. Like, let's say you pull a conventional. You start training the conventional deadlift, it starts to feel like shit, so then you change to sumo. Why the hell would you do that? You literally just stick with conventional. If your fatigue's building up too fast, then you need to dial back a little bit, let everything catch up, let your recovery catch up, and then, when it's time to deload for me, or maybe you just have a dip in training volume, your deadlift is going to come back up, you'll probably hit a PR, and then you can go back through the gauntlet, which is going to force your body to get stronger. Or not force, your body's going to try to adapt to what you're doing, so the result is desired, which is getting stronger. And his mindset is totally correct. You can't run from the days that you don't feel like training. You can't run from, like you shouldn't go into the session feeling like your body is going to break if you touch a weight. But there's going to be times when you just don't feel it. It's hot right now. It's really, really hot right now. It is draining. It is uncomfortable to be in the gym. You're going to sweat like crazy. That's going to turn a lot of people off. If you don't want this, if you really don't want this, those are the people that are going to take the day off. They're going to skip a day. They're going to do a lot of different things. And that's what's going to allow other people to gain ground on them. Obviously, genetics come into play. But it's interesting to see now over the years as powerlifting goes on. There was one John Hack. Now there's like 5 83s that are going to come close to that total. You know what I'm saying? So, and everybody's like right there. Everybody's right on the neck and neck. So it's just interesting how, who knows, maybe down the road we'll see multiple Ray Williams or something like that. So, but yeah, guys, I just wanted to make this video to help you guys understand, see if I can summarize. You shouldn't be going into a session feeling like you're on the verge of snapping. And when you have those days where you feel kind of just not motivated to go in, if you go in and train that day and do what you're supposed to do and get your shit done, that's how you get better. And you just have to, if you have a coach, hopefully your coach knows what he's doing, and he can see the big picture, he can see the big map, and just understand that you're going to have ups, you're going to have downs, and that's what it's about, man. If no pain, no gain. If you don't have the hard days, you're never going to get better. At the same time, you need to listen to your body, take care of yourself, not snap your shit up. Be intelligent, be smart. Never, to quote Chad Smith a long time ago, I remember he was talking about percentage-based programs, and he was saying, even if there's a percentage on the paper, if you don't have it, or you're feeling like you're going to snap, just dial it back. I know that's really hard to do in the moment. It's really hard to do that when, like, we want to be tough, we want to be strong. Like, no, fuck that. I'm gonna do my training. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not a bitch. It has nothing to do with that. It's just simply doing what's right. You're gonna be better off letting your body rest. And to quote Mike T, because we're quoting people now, it's not about how much training you can get done. It's about how much you can recover from. You need to do training in order to create, a response, but then you have to recover from that training to get better. So, it's going to be ups and downs. That's it, guys. That's all I wanted to say. Let's see if I can come up with a title. If you made it this far, let me get a hashtag real one in the comments. What do we got coming up? We got nationals coming up. I need to decide if I'm going 120 or 105. Got to take care of the team. Probably going to compromise my total by doing that. But then again, Arnold, blah, 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 this and that. Boom, boom. I'm rambling now, literally. Alrighty, guys. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for making it this far. And I will let you guys know when the shop is updated. Alrighty then. Appreciate all your support over the years. Those of you guys that have been with me, later.